Good evening and welcome to True Encounters. Well, I wasn't going to do no Doug encounters, but it wouldn't be right because that's what my show is about. So I got a encounter that happened in Kentucky, you know, a mother and a daughter. So I'm going to go ahead and tell their encounter. So without further ado, man, let's get into this dogman encounter. And this encounter happened in Kentucky. You know, it's a mother and a daughter. It said they was driving down KY 37. This happened in Parkville, Kentucky. It said they was driving down there on their way home. So as they was coming up on this turn, the daughter said, "What the hell?" So the mother said she brought her car to a stop. She pulled over and she said, "What the hell, what?" So the daughter said, "Look over there in that field." So, you know, she looked over there in the field. So when they looked over there, the mother said, it looked like a big black dog, you know, so, because that's what they thought it was, a big black dog. And it was walking across this field. You know, it was walking on all fours, you know. But the mother said, that looked real big, you know, to be a ordinary dog. You know, so they don't pay no attention. They just watching this dog walk across this field on all fours. You know, so as this thing was walking, all of a sudden, this thing stood up. It looked like a giant wolf, this lady said. She said this thing stood up. And when it stood up, it sniffed the air. Now she watching this thing, her and her daughter, they watching this thing. Said this thing started to sniff the air. They said this thing had a huge head, the pointed ears, broad shoulders, long arms, with hands. Said this thing had hands. Said this thing was just sniffing the air. Said then this thing turned and it looked in their direction. And when it looked in their direction, it started walking towards where they was at. So the daughter said, mine, start the car. But the mother she's still shocked of what she see. She can't believe this thing. Because she said, you only see this thing in movies. So she just still sitting there. So the daughter's still screaming at her, crying, mine, please start the car. That thing is coming towards us. So the mother starts it up and she started to drive. She don't drive fast, but she's driving. So mind you, the daughter looks back. She still see this creature. This creature's still walking towards in their direction. But it's walking and it gets on that black top. And when it gets on that black top, it starts to run. So the daughter say, mine, that thing is running behind us. So she said, mine, you're going to have to speed up. So the mother speeds up. So the daughter's still looking back. While she looking back, she watching this creature. Because this creature is running, it's running behind them. And I mean, it's running fast. She said this thing was running fast, but it didn't run like upright. She said it ran like it was like bent over a little bit running. She said, but it was running fast and them arms was just swinging. She said this thing was fast. She said, so her mother sped up a little faster. She said, and when her mother sped up faster, she said she could see in the back of them that this thing was slowing down. She said, and as this thing was still running, the daughter said it just peeled over and went up in the tree line. And when it went up in the tree line, that's when they lost sight of it. You know, that was their encounter. Wasn't a long encounter, but I like those small short, scary encounters, you know. So that was their encounter, and that encounter happened in Kentucky. I hope y'all like it. So, you know, if y'all ain't subscribed to my channel, you know, do so. If I got any more time, I'm gonna hit y'all with another one. So, I hope y'all enjoy that one too. Good night.